This movie is a lot of fun. Project A stars Jackie Chan as a Navy sailor in colonial Hong Kong who joins forces with the Hong Kong police to set free British hostages taken by pirates. There are other subplots, but that's the main gist of the movie. It's fascinating to compare Jackie Chan's films made before and after Project A to see how his stunt work has progressed over his career. Comparing the fights and stunts in his earlier work, like 1980's Battle Creek Brawl, to something like 1994's Drunken Master 2 is almost like comparing stop-motion animation special effects to James Cameron's Avatar. Even Project A, made just 4 years after Battle Creek Brawl, has just a night and day difference in quality. The fight choreography in Project A is a lot more acrobatic than in some of his other films. Instead of the highly technical kung fu fights like we see in the Police Story series or Drunken Master 2, we get a little kung fu, but a lot of guys flipping around, getting kicked down the stairs, thrown off of balconies, breaking through tables, and smashing each other with chairs. I don't wish harm on anyone, but it is just such a fun, guilty pleasure watching these stunt guys just get wrecked over and over again. There is a pretty incredible action sequence involving Jackie being chased by mobsters on bicycles, and we see Jackie dispatch the bad guys in cool ways. The scene that made me laugh the most is when Jackie is being chased on his bike by a mobster down a narrow residential street. And Jackie knocks on the door of one of the houses he passes by, and then the homeowner opens the door really quickly just in time to smash the mobster in the face. This movie also has a famous Jackie Chan stunt where he falls from the top of a clock tower that's about 3 or 4 stories high, and you should see this movie just for that scene. I love how whenever Jackie does a really dangerous stunt, they do multiple takes or have multiple camera angles, and they will just play the stunt 2 or 3 times in a row just to remind you how awesome and dangerous that stunt was. Jackie's co-stars Sammo Hung and Biao Yuen are also a lot of fun to watch. I mean, I keep referring to Jackie's stunt work, but this is clearly a team effort. I will say that the action does wear a little thin by the end of the movie. They tend to repeat some of the same stunts a few times over, or at least similar looking stunts, like having an actor fall back in a chair and then rolling backwards and picking up the chair and then throwing it at a guy, just stuff like that. The stunt work and fight choreography isn't as insane as it is in the 1988 Police Story movie, but I like Project A better overall because it's a lot funnier and there seems to be more minutes of action. Unfortunately, I've only been able to watch Project A with English dubbing. I used to make fun of people who said they preferred reading subtitles to English dubbing, like they were stuck up, saying, "I prefer to read in my movies, unlike you peasants." But after watching a ton of Hong Kong movies in both English and Cantonese, I definitely prefer the original Cantonese with English subtitles. Jackie does his own English dubbing in this film, however, so that's pretty cool. I highly recommend this one if you're looking for a good old-fashioned action comedy and love seeing real actors put their bodies on the line.